You look like you're 12 in that picture.
Hi, we're Art and Bree. 4 years ago, we left the city to buy a 100-year-old farm to turn it into our own productive homestead where we can grow our own food, build a healthy life, and raise our kids just how we like. If you want to join us in our homesteading adventure on our small farm, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Throw it in.
Okay.
They're active enough, and you know, we'll probably be at home having a big breakfast tomorrow morning until church, but at church they're going to be sitting more or less still.
I think this is our first year we really had a solid fall garden.
Yeah.
It is so good. So I'm gonna put that in the trunk, okay? Seriously.
Run around in grass for fun. Don't climb on top of things and jump off of them.
It's so quiet.
We're having an anniversary date this weekend. It's been a couple weeks since our anniversary. You're walking down?
I'm walking. Feels good to walk.
I think he's fine.
He looks fine to me. Take that and walk that way so I can see him from behind.
They're just monsters when it comes to feet.
We've been concerned that Sweetie, our weather, had a more significant injury than I thought when I nicked his hoof a couple of weeks ago. Because Arthur felt like he was limping, but I have watched him very closely, checked his legs, checked his feet, checked his hips, and I do not see a limp. Even right now I'm watching him. He's coming right here. Oh, Regina didn't like that. He looks totally fine to me.
I actually don't see him limping today. I don't think he's limping. I think I was overthinking it the other day. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Bye, buddy. I'm glad you look good. You're so beautiful.
15 years, huh? 15 years married. It's amazing.
I was just about to point out that I put on my town shoes.
Alright.
You're funny, 15 years. It will be 15 one day.
We've been married for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been wonderful. There's been ups and downs. A few.
Yeah. Here and there.
On the overall graph, we're doing better than ever. We're not doing perfect. But we really are.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing way better than we were
when we started.
We're doing way better than we were 3 years in. We're doing way better than we were 6 years in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, I don't know if all marriages are hard, but ours definitely was for many years. Even though we had this great love for one another, there was still some things that were very difficult, and we worked through those. A lot of them having to do with communication, but there are other things too. I feel like we've worked through them. It's not like we don't ever hurt each other, but we know how to talk about it better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like we ever miscommunicate, but we know how to get back on course quicker.
And I'm honestly excited about our relationship in the future.
Yeah, me too.
And we're both about to get old, but I think we can still have a lot of fun.
We got a lot of years of fun ahead of us.
I'm teasing. So we're trying to rent a U-Haul And it's funny, I don't know what to even say. We're renting a U-Haul to pick up an extremely nice gift that someone's giving us for our house.
Yeah.
It's a relative is giving us this really cool gift, something we would actually never afford or like never buy it. We wouldn't buy something this nice on our own.
No, we wouldn't.
But they're upgrading, and we went to this U-Haul place. I registered online. Everything lines up. They emailed us. It's just right down the road from our house to pick up this little U-Haul so we can haul this thing home. And then apparently someplace like 15 miles down the road had called us, and they have the U-Haul for us.
It's pretty far away. It's
Oh no. How far? No. So it's just like, do we drive like 40 extra miles, which is $1 per mile? Or do we just like,
Let's just do it another day. This is our anniversary.
do we call it off? We were already going to drive 100 miles total, but this is adding like, well, probably adding 50 more miles.
At least.
And if we just drove to Asheville and rented one, we would be driving 200 miles, which is goofiness. And it's it would be worth it, but it's like, we don't have to do it today. We can just go home and hang out.
Okay, so yeah, there's no getting a U-Haul today, but you know, it's not that big of a deal because we can go get the gift early in the week, and instead we're gonna go to our favorite barbecue restaurant.
So it's on the phone, like it says right here on the phone, the name of their business, the location, and the time. If we were like in a city, we could just say, look, you need to make this work for us. But like the people in the store don't even know how to rent you a U-Haul. They don't know how to use a computer. I don't blame them at all because U-Haul screwed it up. U-Haul registered us in the wrong place and then told us the wrong place.
Anyways, we're going to our favorite barbecue restaurant. I don't remember last time I went out to eat with just you. And definitely not, I don't remember last time we ate here. I think it was when Wilder was born.
U-Haul, we hate you. You basically forced us to have a good date. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot for giving us a date.
All right, we're back. Oh, I just woke up from a multiple hour nap, 3-hour nap. We came home and crashed. Bree's been watching a very silly 90s movie, might be referred to as a chick flick, and I crashed out for hours. I haven't done that. Honestly, I haven't done that for months, crashing like that.
But it's what you can do when there's no kids around.
That's exactly right. Guys, I want to remind you, if you want to get in on our Fermenting Foundations course, you have today, the day this video is published, Sunday, November, but Sunday, you have till Sunday, November 8th, today at midnight to sign up for it.
And you should get it because it's really awesome. And I, through this course, have expanded my horizons on fermenting, and I'm even married to the fermenting guy.
Link in description. Check out the link in the description. And we won't be selling the course again till it'll be late summer, early fall next year. So, being that it's our anniversary, I pulled some pictures from our dating years and from our wedding, and we're gonna look at them together. How long do you think it's been since you've seen these pictures?
I mean, sometimes I see like little bits of them on Facebook.
What do you think you're gonna feel like when you look at them?
Happy. I mean, if we were talking about our kids, right? It would feel like bittersweet because watching your kids grow up is so wonderful and sad at the same time. But I actually like our relationship better now.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the depth of our relationship. I love the things that we've worked on together, overcome together, built together. I love that we've created a family together, a life together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But our dating time was mostly really fun.
Yeah.
So that was, I mean, I'm not saying our marriage hasn't been fun, but I'm just saying like 12 years in, it just feels better than ever.
What we're gonna do is actually show you the pictures that we're looking at. At least most of them, I think.
It's gonna be fun.
Okay, this is us when we were dating in U-Haul.
There's a U-Haul in this picture.
This is, we went down to her family's house across the state and picked up furniture and some kind of family heirloom type things.
Well, this actually makes me cry because my father passed away suddenly when I was 22. And Arthur was actually driving me down to my stepmother's house to pick up my family heirlooms that my grandmother had left my father, and then my father had given to me. So, and that's the last time I've been down there.
We'll go back.
I know, I really want to take our children to go see my father's grave. It's just really far away. That picture actually makes me cry.
There's that little green truck that we've done so much in.
That we still have, the little green truck.
And do you remember what was happening in this parking lot when we stayed here? We stayed with some friends. Like I was tanning a buffalo hide in the parking lot of this apartment complex.
No, I don't remember that. Who did we stay with?
Next picture. What is this?
You being you, building a tripod so we could hang some cast iron over it to cook a meal over the fire.
Next picture.
Look at that beard. You're so young.
Building a fire. Next picture. Here is lovely Bree.
Me being cute.
Being cute and lounging in the grass, trying to steal my heart. She did.
So young.
Next picture. Lovely Bree again.
Are you going to show all these?
And...
Oh,
wait, let's go back to that one. I think this is in the background of this one is this
pig.
is the pig butchering setup here. That wood in the background.
It is.
Lovely Bree.
What am I doing?
Her flower.
Flowers in my hair. That was me.
Taking a selfie. There's a lot of lovely Bree pictures. And there's a lot of lovely.
I'm so cute.
You are
Is that okay to say that?
Oh yeah, next picture.
Keep going. We don't
Next
need to see
picture.
Did you take all these?
Next
of me?
picture.
There we go.
There we go. Bree's cooking over this campfire on our little setup. This was like a cheap date. I remember how that tasted. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. That was fun. Did we make cornbread or biscuits or something too?
I think it was like cornbread and chili. Next picture. Bree cooking over the fire. And here we are riding in the little green truck.
In the little green truck.
Beep, beep, beep. Another evening
At the property.
at my parents' land. Laughing, having fun. My teeth look so yellow. They never really were that yellow. More? Who picked these
We
pictures?
really liked each other.
Who picked these pictures? Next picture.
These are your pictures from your camera.
I know, the joke is that I just actually selected all of them.
Oh, you did?
Every single one.
I didn't know that. That's that time you shocked me.
I know, you remember that? We were standing by a fence, we were looking at these alpacas, and we were with some friends. What happened?
It was an electric fence, let it be known. And Arthur's like, I'm going to touch this fence, and if you hold my hand, you won't feel the shock as strongly. And I was like, okay, because he was like trying to get me to touch it, and I wouldn't touch it. So I hold his hand, and he touches the fence, and it was like my heart got zapped. It was painful. It like almost knocked me off my feet.
So I was holding your hand and I touched the fence.
And you touched the fence.
I didn't get it too bad.
Oh, that's awful. That's a terrible.
Next picture.
Oh, we're so cute.
My guitar's in the back of the truck.
Aw.
Next picture. Lovely Brianna.
Aw.
Building our first house.
That was, building our first house.
I actually kind of lived in this shed.
Kind of.
I lived in it for a little while.
This was his bachelor pad.
And then
Tiny house living.
it was rustic.
Yeah, no electricity, no water. His dad had this huge tank. What was it? How many gallons of water was it?
Maybe 1,500.
Yeah, and it's what they used to collect rainwater, and then they would water their garden with it because they didn't have water out at the property at the time. And Arthur would take baths in it because he had no running water or electricity at his tiny house.
Oh, this is me teaching a beekeeping class.
Yeah.
Next picture. This is like my favorite picture of myself ever.
Really?
Yeah, this is it. Because it looks like, other than the smoker technology, it looks like it could be like 1700s. And the color photograph, of course. But I think it's hilarious. Everything about it. It's funny. Next picture.
Hiking with your family.
No, this is
No.
you hiking with a friend.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
You look like you're 12 in that picture.
Aw,
This is,
oh my gosh, I used to love that hoodie. That was my favorite hoodie for years.
We were on a date in Black Mountain in this picture.
I remember we took a walk.
Next picture.
We're
Wedding.
getting married. About time. Aw, those are all of Arthur's brothers.
The groomsmen walking in again. Next picture.
My brother's walking me down the aisle because my dad had passed away.
There we are. I think we're listening to some music at that point,
Yeah.
maybe. You look lovely, Brianna.
Thank you. Arthur surprised me with this leaf trellis. I'm not a very good like event planner, so details kind of, I don't know. I'm just not into like details, and Arthur actually is. Arthur's more detailed with beauty in a lot of instances than I am, and he built that. And put
Did
the
I build
leaves-
that?
Oh yes, you did, and surprised me with
I
it.
built it.
Oh yes, you did, because I remember you going out there early to build
I
that.
think I coordinated building it.
What was your idea?
Yeah. Picture. Oh my goodness.
That's so sweet.
Next picture.
My favorite picture.
Is that your favorite picture?
Yeah.
So as soon after the wedding, we just like ran up to the field and hung out and talked. What else
To
did we
be
do?
alone
I
for a
think we
few
kissed.
minutes. We kissed.
These are some of our official wedding pictures, though actually all of these were taken by a friend, and these turned out better than.
Well,
A
I forgot to
photographer.
hire a photographer once
Oh, my,
again.
what a
Details, details.
No video. Who would have thought? If we were doing this again, we'd have someone do video.
I know.
The whole thing, because video.
So like the week before my wedding, I called a friend that's a photographer and I was like, I need a photographer, but it's fall in the mountains. He's like, I'm super booked, but I'll send someone I know over to photographer.
And he was terrible.
And he was terrible. He was not really a photographer. So we had,
I mean, he was there and he took pictures, and we have the pictures.
but
he-
a friend of ours took pictures too, just randomly, and her pictures were really good.
We were
No,
thankful,
yeah.
and we got the pictures. We're not like that. I'm just teasing because
know.
it was like we don't even look at his pictures. We look at our friend's pictures. He just had a little point and shoot. This is some of the decor for the wedding too. I think it was really nice.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to see how nice it is, but it was really nice.
And
The bamboo and the lanterns.
the bamboo has these towers, and there was this giant ring of the lantern. So after the sun went down, I don't have any of those pictures here. It was like it was beautiful.
Bonfire, of course, giant bonfire. Oh, this is a neat story. So, once again, details. I didn't even think about like what I would wear when it got cold. I mean, it was the end of October. And this lady that was there, that's an old friend of Arthur's family, saw that I didn't have a jacket or anything, and she was wearing that sweater. And it was like perfect to go with my wedding dress. And so she lent it to me for the evening.
It was very cold. People left because it was so cold, actually. I mean, some people.
Yeah.
But just after this moment, with the fire, the next thing that happened is the ashes landed on all the tablecloths.
Oh yeah, and then my mom had to
Burned
pay
holes
for
in
all
all
the
of them.
tablecloths because they were like rented. Oh, thanks, Mom.
The fire was a little out of control, but it was so nice because it was warm and people just gathered around after the fire burned down.
It was a potluck, so my mom had planned to. Is that all we're looking at? You're taking me down memory lane only to stop? You were like, the only thing I really want at the wedding is it to be a potluck. And I was like, you're kidding, right? Like, this is already taken care of. So I was like, okay, fine. Like, if this is, if this is the only thing you really want, but your family has to deal with it. Like, I cannot organize a potluck for my wedding. So my mom was able to figure it out with the caterer and just provided like the barbecue and the tea and stuff like that. And then everything else was potluck, and it was awesome. It was really awesome. And also, I don't love cake. So we had pumpkin pie and apple pie.
We did, and it was really good.
And we had apple cider, and it was really fun. And
Yeah, it
we
was a fun day. I'm
danced.
glad we did it.
It was very it was the most unstressful wedding I think I've ever been to. And it was my own. It was really fun. And then after the wedding, we went home to our house that we got once we were going to be married, and we had frozen pizza and soda because we were starving.
Because we didn't eat.
I tried to eat. I
Because
remember
we were talking to
we were
people the whole
talking
time.
the whole time. I remember thinking I'm gonna eat at my wedding, and then like I did it.
You lost your chance, honey. It's too late. You can never go back and do that right.
But the dancing. So we really love something called contra dancing, and so we had Arthur's mom is a caller, and then a few of his relatives are musicians. So we had a caller and musicians, and we had contra dancing. You might think of it kind of like square dancing. and it's similar.
This is kind of more square dancing.
It was just not stressful, and it was really beautiful and simple, and it was a big wedding though. There was probably like 200 people there, but it was simple and lovely and not expensive. I think my dress was the most expensive thing. Actually, maybe my mom paying for those tablecloths. Oh, my mom and stepdad. I shouldn't just say my mom.
That was a big fire. It was crazy. It was kind of like in the movie with like the dragon flies over and everyone was screaming and running. There was that moment where the ashes were falling down in the wedding. We were like, no. Anyway, that was my memory of it, at least 15 years ago.
So why do you keep saying that?
Isn't that how long it was? Well, guys, thanks for joining us. This has been a super fun day. I'm glad I married this girl here. Bree, I love you.
We should look at more pictures. That was really fun.